All right, today we're talking about the Blackview BL9000. The thing that stood out to me the most about this phone is the Harman Kardon speaker set. So we're going to get into that. That's right, we're going to get into that. It comes in gold and black. Just two choices there. They got the BL9000 and the BL9000 Pro. Shout out to Phone Arena there. The primary difference between the two is that the Pro model features an integrated FLIR thermal imaging camera while the standard model does not. The Pro model generally costs a few dollars more and it has a different operating system, which is the 14 and the 13, Android 14 13. Everything else is the same, y'all. They say it might be a little lighter. The key difference, again, the thermal imaging camera, the software, Android 14 13, the price, and the weight is slightly a little different, real slightly. Essentially, the BL9000 Pro is designed for professionals needing thermal, such as engineers or technicians, while the standard BL9000 is for users wanting a top-tier, fast-charging, rugged phone without the thermal image. There you go right there. Just showing you on Phone Arena, you can go see they equally yoked. Same thing, except the differences I just read out. Now the weight, look at that. The weight is not much difference in the weight. 14.57 ounces over there and 14.63 over here on the Pro. The Blackview BL9000 is a 5G rugged smartphone released in early 2024, featuring a 6.7-inch 120Hz display, MediaTek Dimensity 8020 chipset, 126 gigabyte of RAM. And that's expandable. It's 12 gigabytes of storage and that big 8800 milliamp hour battery. And you know, you got your dust, water, and drop test, and your Harman Kardon speakers. The FLIR thermal that's on the Pro, remember that? We're just talking about the 9000 here. The performance, MediaTek Dimensity 8020, memory and storage, 12 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of ROM. 6.78 screen there, 1080p. Camera, 50 megapixel rear. Got the Samsung Gen 5 in there, 13 megapixel ultra wide macro, 50 megapixel front camera. So we're going to get into the camera. You'll see a little bit of the display as the review goes on here. And that 512 gigabytes of storage was not enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I need a terabyte on my phone. So you cannot expand the memory with a micro SD card. That's a knock. Okay, the battery, big battery. The battery is pretty good on this phone. Durability, I have given this phone some drops, and not on purpose, just, you know, accidental drops. That's why I bought this rugged phone, right? This is my second rugged phone, by the way. You know, we're going to get more into that. The weight is quite heavy and thick, often described as a brick or a tank. That's true. Software runs Android 13 or 14, depending on the specific submodel. We already went over that. No headphone jack on this. And the performance issues, some users have reported issues with automatic reboot loops. Now that's true. I've had that happen to me 4 times. Okay? That's why I got it in 2024, June 11th, off of eBay, off of their eBay site or page, you know, where they sell it from. I got mine for $390 and 36 cents. $390.36. And that's, again, that was off of their eBay page. Now, they're out of stock right now. Put that up there for you. They're out of stock. You can get them refurbed on eBay on their site. Now, this is their website. It's $429.90 on the Blackview website. I wouldn't go over that. If you can't get it for that price, you're paying too much. But the Harman Kardon speakers are what we're going to... That's the standout to me about this phone, is the speakers. The speakers are marvelous, wonderful. I'm telling you, but it's really loud. Now, if you got a significant other that stays with you, you got to turn that off because they're going to be side-eyeing all night. It's loud, I'm telling you. On the lower level, it's like loud. But the speakers are great. That's, to me, that's the standout or the plus about this phone. Again, right there, they got it refurbed on their eBay page for $359. I wouldn't pay more than $430 with this, y'all. I'm telling you. I got mine for $390 off of eBay. But it was brand new at the time. There you go. You go check out AliExpress. They got some different prices over there, but be careful when you're shopping on AliExpress. You know, check out the seller's feedback rate. Let's go into this review. This phone is wow. The Harman Kardon speakers, Blackview BL9000. Again, on most of your rugged phones, you got your rear display. This rear display is not bad. I like this rear display better than the V40 on the Doogie, the V40 Pro. Y'all check my video out on that. Yeah, there you can take your selfie with the rear camera there because of the rear display. Got your compass, you know, tell you your steps, the weather. And you got different watch face settings. Again, the screen on this it's pretty good, but it's better as far as the price point. It's better options out there in the rugged phone world or the rugged phone market. But I was new to the rugged phone market when I came across this phone. And this was my second phone. I had the Alcatel WP30 first. And then I got this one. The speakers intrigued me. The review I watched on this, the guy was talking about the speakers. I said, let me check this thing out. You know, for $400 meal would say is what I paid. I think that's a cool price point, and I went with the gold, as you can see. The phone is very simple, plain looking, but it's stylish. You know, it's got the little leather feel to the back. It's not a bad looking phone in person. But there are more futuristic looking, better looking rugged phones out today, you know. Fingerprint sensor on the side here. Pretty good. Very responsive. I got the brightness all the way up. The camera does, on the rear and in the front, film in 4K. You can do 1080p and all the way up to 4K. So that's a plus, but we're gonna check out the camera. Be patient. Just ride with me. We're gonna get there. Let's go. But again, you know, the rear displays, you know, that's what a lot of these rugged phones selling points are. You know, you can do a little something on the rear. Yeah. Let's check out these Harman Kardon speakers here. I'm gonna check my mouth.
All right.
Listen. I tried to record it the best as I could.
Wheels and tires on the right standard B.
Got the right standard B, 48-inch cutting deck. Now, we're going to get into the story why I had to go ahead and put these on. You know it's about time to roll them out. Stand on, get the cut. There we go. 20 by 10 by 8. Damn. Set of 2. Got it off of lawnmowertierstore.com. They out of stock right now. But, you know, if you want to get them from there, shop around, you know, look, description, you know. All right, let's check out some instrumentals with the speakers. But again, I like the speakers. I mean, of course, this is me recording it, trying to get you to hear it. So it's not going to be like you listen to it live with me or in person. You see what I'm saying? But the Harman Kardon did their thing. Which I knew they would. That's why I bought it. That thing is slapping to me, I'm telling you. Them speakers, I'm telling you. When I first got the phone, I was just amazed with the quality of the sound. You see the screen not that bad. I turned it all the way up, the brightness. All right. This is a lot of people complain online. I was on Reddit. They was talking about how bulky it is. But if you get a rugged phone, you see the Doogie V40 Pro right there is 16.3 millimeters. And this one is 17. So rugged phones are going to be thick, y'all. The Doogie S200 Ultra is 16 millimeters. That's 17 millimeters. See the thickness there? So just know if you get a rugged phone, you're going to have some heft to your phone. That's what it is. That's why it's rugged. That Oki tail is the smallest one I got, 13.7. And I got review videos on all of them, except for this one. I hadn't done this one yet. It's 19 millimeters. This one is thicker. That was my first rugged phone. It's another Oki tail. This is 14.9 millimeters. Look at that. But it's bigger. That's the WP60. I got a review on that already. Check that out if you want to. That's the Blade 20 Doogie, 15.8 millimeters. Got a review on that one. So I'm just letting you know, if you get the Ulefone, that's 19.4. Now that's thick. That Ulefone, I'm gonna do a review on that one too. I got a funny story with that one, but or a good story. But yeah, you're gonna have some thickness now. This is the S22 Ultra in a Poetic Revolution case, and it's at 12.7 millimeters. So I was used to having thick cases on my Samsungs anyway. So when I got into the rugged phones, I was like, okay, it's not a deal breaker for me how thick they are. And plus, I have pants that got, some pocket room in them. So that's all my rugged phones. I'm going to do a review on all of them. Just tell you what I like about them. That's coming soon. All them I got right there. So I've been on the rugged phone journey. The Blackview was my second one. And I like the speaker. I like the price points because 2 years ago, rugged phones was real cheap. Now they getting a little fancy on this. The prices is going up. You see, I just show you it had some wear over there on the side. If you paid attention, just rewind it back a minute. But I done dropped this phone. I'm talking about I really dropped this phone a couple of times. It's tough. It's built tough. I'm just showing you that I use these phones. They not looking all pretty right now, but they don't look bad. So, you might take a chance on a refurb one and not have any problems. Yeah. Gaming on it is not a problem. That Dimensity chip it performs. Most of my rugged phones that I review or I have, they already checked the boxes, when it comes to performance. It's just the camera. The camera's not up to par with your Google Pixel 8 Pros. Or, your Google Pixels, whether 8, 9, 10, whatever you got, your newest Samsung Galaxies and your iPhones. That's really what I've been looking for, but I have yet to find one yet. It's probably on the way, but it's probably going to cost so much. Will it be worth it? You know what I'm saying? The things that stood out about these rugged phones was the price points. And, you was getting a lot of chipset and storage for half the price. And, you got the ruggedness and certain real display features they get you with. Some of them got a projector on them. There's one out there with a projector on it. That might be my next rugged phone. Check out the one with the projector. But yeah, it's handling this Asphalt 8 pretty good there. All 4 tires engaged, man. Rolling on that road, man. Look at that finish. Hoist in place. Look at that. In first place there. Oh. This phone is wild, man. But I'm telling them speakers, you can't go wrong with the speakers. But let's get into this camera. Now, the image stabilization on this phone is pretty good. I don't like the camera quality compared to the Google 8 Pixel Pro. But hey, that's not bad. It's just not on. It's going up against a heavyweight. That 8 Pro got a nice camera set on it. So it's going up with a heavyweight. Look at the detail in the grass from the Google over there. So, the image stabilization, this is the best on all the rugged phones I have. I was impressed with that, but, look at the camera quality. Look at the grass on the right and the grass on the left. You know what I'm saying? You really can see those blades of grass. So it's falling short there. This is in 1080p on the rear camera. Again, Google just So, you know, the big three, Google, Samsung, and iPhone, I haven't found a rugged phone yet that can compete camera-wise as far as video recording. Now, some of the pictures, the photos don't look bad on these. That's the rear again in 1080p. Look at the details over here on the right versus over here on the left. Look at that. See it look a little hazy. Look, this is at night. Look at the glare from the night light. Now you see the glare from the night lights on the Blackview? Look at Google. Look how Google's handling that, processing that out to give you quality footage. So if you're into content creating, this is the rear camera in 4K. It's filming some tech in here. But yeah, if you're into content creating and really care about your camera, you might have a hard time in the rugged phone world. But you know, if you work construction, a job that, you know, you drop your phone a lot and you don't care about the camera quality like that, yeah, come on over to the rugged phone world. Now, if you got money to go back and forth, you know, I film with my Google 8 Pixel Pro. If, you know, and I try to get a quality camera. I carry, my everyday driver is the rugged phone. We still on the rear camera here. It's the Google. I think I got the words down there. I'm over here running my mouth. But I might be behind here, y'all. I narrate live. Put this in the CapCut and I like to just narrate live, like I'm podcasting, you know. Got a podcast coming soon. But yeah, that was why I wound up with so many rugged phones. I was like, let me find one with a good camera, because while I'm out here doing my lawn care or where I work, you know, I need a decent camera, but you know, it's hard to find one, as you can see. Now this is the Blackview 1080p rear. The last one was the Google. But it don't look bad. It's just not on the level of, you know, a Xiaomi, your Google Pixels, Samsungs, or your iPhone. But yeah, that's why I wound up with so many. And then I was looking for more storage because, you know, doing content, CapCut. So I was looking for rugged phones with a terabyte of storage and quality cameras, or cameras on certain levels. You know, I was looking for this, the rear Google Pixel 1080p. See how the Google's just, that's in 1080p and it looks a whole lot better. So that's what I was looking for. That's why I wound up with so many rugged phones right now. It's been fun. It's been a fun journey. That's why I feel like I can get up here and review and talk about them. If you got any questions, you know, big serious questions now, I can try to answer them. This is the front camera, 4K. Google is better, as you can see. Now that's doable over there, but it looks a little hazy again. That's the 1080p in the rear. I mean the front camera 1080p. Got some photos, front camera. See how Google picked up my display with my numbers? Look at that. Now those didn't look too bad right there. When I took a picture of the plants. But yeah, this is my final thoughts on the phone. If you can get this phone for under $430 and you don't need a lot of storage, remember, I ran out of storage. On 512, I ran out doing content. And if you can, you know, I tried to show you the camera the best I could. If you can deal with this camera and get it under $430, I would get it. Really stay around $400. Now, if somebody charging you more than that, there's better options out there. Check my channel. Do your research. But the speakers now, the speakers on this phone is amazing. I'm telling you. So I still like the phone just because of the speakers. That's why I bought it. Because I watched a couple of reviews and I already knew the camera was shaky and You couldn't expand the memory, with your micro SD card. But a good phone, man. It's a good phone. Now again, it just blacked out on you. It blacked out on me like 4 times. I was like, is my phone just done? And then it rebooted right back up like an hour later or so. So I did have that problem. And but it's a good phone. But don't pay too much. I'm telling you. Don't go over $430.